It is so back. The UEFA Champions League is finally back, and honestly, I can't wait to see Liverpool don that Adidas kit and play under the Anfield lights for a Champions League game. Welcome back to my channel, The Marching Reds. मैं हूं अमन चीमा. इस वीडियो में I'm going to preview the game between Liverpool and Atletico Madrid to be played at Anfield, the first game for both the teams in this year's Champions League campaign. And I hope it's the first right step towards getting to the final and hopefully clinching our number 7. So let's start right away. Liverpool की बात करें, they are coming after 4 wins in 4 in the Premier League. Performances, people have doubts over it, but in terms of results, there is absolutely no doubt. और एथलेटिको मैड्रिड की बात करें तो उनका स्टार्ट ऑफ द सीजन इतना अच्छा नहीं हुआ है. आउट ऑफ द 4 games that they've played, they've won one, drawn two, and lost one. So like it's not the perfect start or like a positive start, but Champions League एक ऐसा tournament है जिसमें irrespective of your domestic league form, you want to show up and play for that badge and play for those fans, because एक थोड़ा सा fresh start kind of आपको मिल जाता है. And given the fact कि ये पहला मैच ही है, I'm pretty sure Atletico के perspective से, knowing that they're traveling to Anfield on their very first day of this European campaign, they want to make sure they start on a positive note. So lots to look forward to in terms of the video and in the game. Looking at how Arne Slot would approach this game and announce his playing 11, there are a couple of things that we'll have to consider. First of all is Federico Chiesa is not in the squad. So of course, unfortunately, at least till the league phase, we won't be seeing him in the Champions League. And I desperately hope we do see him. That would mean eventually qualifying. But Curtis Jones, he was out for the Burnley game. He's out for this game also. And hopefully he'll be back for the Everton game. उसी के साथ साथ Alexander Isak, he's all set to take part in this game for 30-40 minutes. Exactly minutes तो देखने पड़ेंगे कितने, but definitely he will come onto the pitch as the number 9 for Liverpool. And finally and hopefully our wishes will be answered. So that's the situation of the squad. Playing 11 की बात करूं, there are काफी interesting calls that Arne Slot would have to make, and I can give you my opinion on it. Alisson has to start in goal. That's a no-brainer. Van Dijk and Konate coming after two back-to-back clean sheets in the Premier League. They are looking good in terms of uh, looking at their performances in the first half of the season. भले ही वो 2-3 गेम में ही हो. So that's a positive sign for us. राइट बैक लेफ्ट बैक पे कौन होगा? लेफ्ट बैक की बात करूं तो Kirk started, got a booking, and was substituted before the first half by Andy Robertson, who had a really nice game according to me. Like he got the first shot on goal for Liverpool, and like उसके बाद the fact that I didn't have to mention him across the game meant that उसने काफी अच्छी performance दी. I would pick Andy Robertson because एक थोड़ा सा familiarity, solidarity आ जाती है डिफेंस में. एंड नॉट सेइंग दैट मिलोस कर्केस ने कुछ ऐसा गलत काम कर दिया अगेंस्ट बर्नली, बट he can come on later in the game and then be totally refreshed for the Everton game, because mind you, the turnaround between these two games is really really short. Like we have the early kickoff on Saturday, and I mean मैं उसके ऊपर अभी नहीं बोलूंगा. I'll reserve my thoughts till the game against Atletico is over. So Robertson for me in that left back position. Right back पे I would love to see Connor Bradley start, because Frimpong he came really late in the Burnley game, which just tells me कि he's not 45-60 minute fit. Connor Bradley came in earlier, like he started the second half for us. So that would give me a sign कि अगर 45-60 मिनट की performance मुझे किसी से expected है, that is out of Connor Bradley than Frimpong. Of course, he can come on later. That is not a problem. Dominic Szoboszlai, I would want to see him in the midfield, but the question is whether he starts or whether he doesn't, because McAllister का जो horrific tackle उसको face करना पड़ा in that Burnley game, which resulted him in like just playing 45 minutes for us. We'll have to see like how much fit he is, because even he has not had a full preseason. So Gravenberch in the number 6 position is as locked as anything can be. So Allison, Robertson, Van Dijk, Konate, Bradley for me, Gravenberg locked. Now the remaining five, I would start with McAllister if he's like fully fit, and then would go with Wirtz, Florian Wirtz, बिकॉज सोबोजलाई पिछले एक दो हफ्तों से हमने उससे बहुत मांगा है आई नो वो एक दो हफ्ते बीच में इंटरनेशनल ब्रेक के वजह से हंगरी के लिए भी खेलने गया है बट आई जस्ट फील कि ये ऐसी गेम है जहां पे ऑफ कोर्स वी नीड एनर्जी वी नीड लेग्स वी नीड पेशेंस आउट ऑफ ऑल द थिंग्स बिकॉज एथलेटिको खेलेगी यार वो अपना स्टाइल उसके ऊपर भी मैं आऊंगा तो यहाँ पे आई वुड लाइक टू सी वर्ड्स गेट हिज फर्स्ट चैंपियंस लीग स्टार्ट एंड इफ ही can be creative enough and get that early goal in, that would just unlock a lot of things that Liverpool can potentially achieve in this game. So words start for me, and then front line may it has to be Salah, Ekitike, and Gakpo because उन्होंने कुछ गलत नहीं किया है. Plus, given the fact that we've got Isaac coming on later in the game, because that is how I'm approaching. I'm not looking at that Isaac will start the game. He would be coming off the bench. And Ekitike वही हमें 70 minutes के आसपास substitution देखने को मिल सकती है. So yeah, like we would be starting with Ekitike in the beginning and then hopefully ending with Isaac as a number 9 when the final whistle blows. So that is how I am looking at it. I'll just repeat my 11. It would be Allison in goal, Connor Bradley, Konate, Van Dijk, Robertson, Gravenberg, McAllister, Florian Wirtz, Mohamed Salah, Ekitike and Gakpo. तो ये है मेरी प्लेइंग 11 एथलेटिको की बात करें उनके पास काफी इंजरीज हो रखी हैं अनफॉर्चुनेटली फॉर देम जुलियन अल्वारेज इज इंजर्ड उनके एक दो मेन प्लेयर्स भी काफी इंजर्ड हैं बट गाइस पता क्या होता है कभी कभार जब आपके ऐसे मेन प्लेयर्स इंजर्ड होना suddenly you just see the fringe players or the players that are not that important early on or like on the offset suddenly they grow bigger in size they are like चलो ठीक है अब हमें काम करना पड़ेगा and then suddenly you feel that motivation and determination कि आज तो कुछ करना ही है and I genuinely hope कि ठीक है I hope they give a good performance for their fans but like बस हमें जीतने दो like I just hope the quality of Liverpool trumps the tight watertight defense that Atletico possesses because वो भी low block खेलेंगे and the fact that we played Burnley right before this game was a nice sort of a preparation game for us because Burnley और Atletico Madrid का game play would be very same कि low block रखो और lower हो सके तो जाओ like the gap between the defense and the midfield would be as minimal as possible and then I am expecting maybe a 5-5 sort of a formation rather than 4-3-3 या like forward line शायद हो ही ना they will get merged with the midfield line for Atletico वहां पे अगर we can use our creativity use the fresh minds that we have fresh legs if we can bring on and unlock that defense जिसमें I see Florian Wirtz excelling in that role and when I say excelling I'm not expecting a hat trick of like goals or assists but he would be that key player who would maybe get the assist to the assist for that goal so matlab, I see him being the main key player for Liverpool in this game. So yeah, and it would be very interesting to see how Arne Slot rotates his midfield. Gravenberg का भी एक important role हो जाएगा जब like वो अपने half turn पे ball लेगा and like how much can he drive into the box of Atletico Madrid. So these are the points and अगर वियर्ड स्टार्ट करता है और एकेटीके स्टार्ट करता है आई वुड नॉट बी सरप्राइज्ड इफ आई सी Szoboszlai and Isaac coming on later in the game because Isaac is a clinical finisher and maybe that is the thing that we would need when he would come on क्या पता है काफी टाइट गेम हो maybe Atletico nicks in a goal with like when they counter attack because मैं बर्नली के कंपैरिजन में कह रहा हूँ एथलेटिको के पास क्वालिटी प्लेयर्स हैं भले ही एक दो इंजर्ड हैं बट दे आर नॉट शॉर्ट ऑफ दैट क्वालिटी सो या आई मीन आई एम एक्सपेक्टिंग अ टाइट टफ गेम लास्ट टाइम मैंने कहा था आई वुड बी सरप्राइज्ड इफ बर्नली को हम लोग 1-0 हराते हैं दिस टाइम आई वुड से आई वुड बी सरप्राइज्ड if we beat Atletico by 3-4 nil so I'm just hoping that the jinx works this time So yeah, काफी tight affair होगा, and I genuinely hope we start our Champions League campaign with a win. Hopefully, we can give in a dominant performance. Like, let's get that early goal in, and for a change, maybe let's not try to wait till the last minute to score the winner. And yeah, if we can win this game, it would be a really nice positive start. So this was my opinion, and this is how I'm approaching this game. Now you let me know on how you think Liverpool should approach this game. Do you think that we'll have to rotate our midfield even more than what I suggested? Do you think that Atletico get a goal in? Let me know your score predictions. Let me know your playing 11 for Liverpool. How many minutes will Isaac get? Do let me know your thoughts in that comment section. And if you've liked this content, let me know by liking this video and subscribing to my channel, The Marching Reds. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care.